Welcome back to Tech by Pike. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Acer Predator Triton 500 SE gaming laptop. This is the first time we've had an Acer gaming laptop to review on this channel, so for us this is pretty exciting. I used to own an Acer gaming laptop. I think it was the Helios 300 a number of years ago. From what I remember, it was a pretty decent 1080p gaming laptop, so I have high hopes for this one. This one comes with an I7-11800H processor, an RTX 3070 that boosts up to 110 watts. It has advanced Optimus with G-Sync. It also comes with the 2560 by 1600 165 hertz panel, 16 gigabytes of RAM that is upgradable to 64 gigs, then the 1 terabyte SSD. So we're going to take a look at the chassis. First we're going to unbox it. We're going to take a look at the chassis, keyboard, trackpad and all that, and then we're going to go ahead and open it up and take a look at the internals, and then I'll have some initial thoughts at the end. So let's get right into it. Okay, let's open this up. See if there's anything else in here. Looks like they also gave us a bag to put the laptop in, so that's pretty cool. I will take a look at that here in just a moment. That is empty. Set that off to the side. Guessing that's the cables and the power brick. We'll go ahead and take the foam off here. Ooh, that's looking very nice. Alright, let's check out the cabling first. It's a pretty decent sized brick here, and this is 230 watt adapter, and then we got our cables here. This looks like a pretty long cable. Oh yeah. That's pretty nice. Nice and long. We'll get the power brick here. Quickly take a look at the bag here that they gave to us. It's just a basic bag. Oh, has the insignia down here, the little logo. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's pretty nice. Oh, it has the kind of this blue stitching here, which is synonymous with Acer, so in their gaming laptop lineup. It's not bad. Okay. Well, let's get down to the main event here. So it looks like we have 2 seals that we need to break. Okay. Tab up here. Set that off to the side. Let's take a look at the propaganda they provided us. Quite a bit, actually. Predator Premium Service, thank you for joining the Predator team. Seems a little... not sure how that sounds. Not good. Ooh, quite a bit of stickers here. Wow, that's pretty cool. Alright. And it looks like there's limited warranty paperwork inside that. Probably with some how to power on the laptop instructions. Okay. Here we go. Setup guide. Safety notices. Okay. Cool. We will go ahead and put that away. Let's take a look at the laptop. This thing is really on there. Wow, look at that finish. It's kind of a, I think this is an aluminum chassis, but it has this finish on here that's kind of a two-tone almost. And then you got the back end here where the exhaust is. It's kind of a different color as well. Kind of a cobalt blue almost. Alright, let's do the one finger test here. Excellent. Alright. I don't know what I think about just the hinge here, the two, but we'll see here. Let's check out the screen wobble. See if there is any. Doesn't seem like it. Let's turn it to the side here. Just a little bit. Check out the flex, screen flex. Just a tiny bit, but not bad. Alright, let's check out the lid here. A little bit of flex around the edges here, and some in the middle, of course. But I do like, oh, look at that. So it's easy to, I don't know if you see that or not, but I think that might be just oil from my fingers, maybe? I can't tell. But it's this interesting finish here that makes it to where you can see where my fingers prints have been. So I'm not sure if I like that or not. Let me see if it wipes off really easily with a cloth. It does, but I'm not sure I'm fond of that or not. Anyway, all right, let's go ahead. The keyboard deck is pretty solid here, very little flex at all. And then as you come around the keyboard, it's pretty solid. Right up here where the venting is, I think that's air intake vent. It's very solid, very stiff and rigid. Let's go ahead and take a look here at this. I was checking this out just a little bit ago, and I noticed, I don't know if you can see that, but there's a lot of flex here underneath this, right underneath the screen, above the hinges here, and I'm not sure if I like that or not, but that might be concerning. The keyboard itself it's okay. It's not great. It's not one of my favorite. There's very little depth to the keys themselves, not a lot of distance, so I'm not sure. I could probably get used to that, but it's not my favorite. I wish the mouse pad was a little bit bigger, but overall, it's decent. And then I also notice here that we have a camera. It's probably 720p, but we'll take a look at it, and then you got a number of microphones. We'll test all that out in our benchmarking video. Okay, let's move on to the I/O. So let's take a look at the I/O here. So on the left-hand side, you have some venting. You have the power port. You have the Ethernet jack, USB-A, USB-C, Thunderbolt 4, and I believe this is power off charging. And then you have the headphone jack. On the right-hand side, you have a full-size SD slot. You have another USB-A and another USB-C, Thunderbolt 4. So that's great. And then you have an HDMI 2.1 port, and then some more venting and the Kensington lock. On the back here, you just have a lot of venting out the back. So that's great. Let's flip it over. Looks like we have some air intake on the bottom, and then we have a number of screws, and we will go ahead and unscrew those and open this up to take a look at the internals. First, let's get some weight on this laptop. The laptop alone weighs 5 pounds, 2.8 ounces, and then with the power brick and cables, we're talking about 7 pounds, 1.6 ounces. Boy, that's pretty hefty. Okay, see that right there? It's a scuff from the cabling. So, boy, I'm not sure how I like that. Anyway, okay. Okay, let's talk about the internals here. First, I just want to say I had to take out these 9 screws. They're T9s, and they're very easy to remove, and the bottom plate was very easy to remove as well, so just FYI on that. You have one long foot here on the bottom, and it's kind of slopey there. Not sure why that is. I think maybe to help with the better airflow intake to keep this laptop cool while playing your AAA games. And then you got the 2 shorter feet here to kind of keep this laptop off the desk for better airflow as well. Let's do this real quick. All right. So this laptop's a little funky as far as upgradability. But first, let's take a look at what we can see. You have the 2 downward-facing speakers. You have the 99-watt battery. Fantastic. And then you have the swappable AX Wi-Fi card. And then you have the 3 fans to keep the processor and the GPU cool while playing games. And then this came with 16 gigabytes of memory. It can be upgraded to 64. The unfortunate part is it's underneath this paper, and you actually have to flip the motherboard to get to it. So it's not easily accessible, but it is doable. And then you have your SSD slot for this laptop. It came with 1 terabyte SSD. And then I cannot confirm. I've heard mixed reports that there might be another slot for an extra SSD for more storage, but I'm not 100%. So I'll have to do a little more research and see if that's true, and it may be that I talk about it in the next video, but I just wanted to let you know. I believe the memory is Kingston, so that's great. I don't believe it's Rank 8. I think it's the slower 16, but anyway, just FYI on that. So that's really the internals. I'll get more information around the SSD and I'll report back on that. Go ahead and put this back, and then I'll have some initial thoughts here before we close it out. The Acer Predator Triton 500 SE. There's good things about this laptop that I like, and there are some things that are significant red flags for me. And I'm just going to start with the chassis first. I like the finish here on this portion of the lid. It's the about 3/4 of the lid going down to where the hinges are. The portion that's about 1/4 of it here that goes to the top where the logo is right here, not sure if you can see that, is a different finish, and it is prone to scuffs and fingerprints. They don't look like fingerprints. They look like just like they're scratched, like you took one of those, I don't know, Brillo pads, not a Brillo pad for dishes or pans, but it's just the rough side of a sponge, and you sat there and you scratched it, and that's kind of what it looks like. You can rub it out with a microfiber cloth, and it comes out just fine, but it just looks almost looks damaged in a way, like somebody did something to it. So anyway, I don't like that. I think that I would have microfiber cloth all the time. It almost reminds me of the razors with the fingerprints, but this doesn't even look like fingerprints. It just looks like scuffs, and it's a little bit of a turn off. Other than that, the chassis is fine. It's thick, it's a little heavy, it's not thin, and it's thin-ish, but it's not light at all. Lots of venting for air and keeping this laptop cool while you're playing your AAA games. The keyboard, it was okay. It wasn't nothing fantastic or anything. It has a 720p camera. I found that out, and we'll test that out in the benchmarking video. The upgradability of this laptop, I did find out that there is an extra slot for another SSD for more storage, and the one that is occupied with the 1 terabyte SSD with this laptop is Gen 4. I'm guessing the other slot is a Gen 4, but just like the memory, you have to get underneath the panel there. I think it's right underneath the motherboard, so to get to it there's some significant extra steps for upgradability. It is upgradable. It's just it's a little bit of work. So, and for that, I don't like that either. I mean, I look at laptops, and I look at laptops as far as what kind of upgrade options do you have for longevity. And even though this is upgradable, I don't think the everyday consumer is going to sit there and unscrew the motherboard and try to get in there to try to upgrade the memory and put in extra storage. They'll probably pay somebody to do it, a technical professional. But anyway, just FYI on that, it's not easily upgradable, but it is upgradable. Other than that, we're going to go ahead and throw this laptop on some benchmarking, and we'll play some games, and we'll bring those results to you as soon as we possibly can. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to see more videos like this from Tech by Pike, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. We appreciate it. Helps the channel, gives us an opportunity to bring more videos like this to you. Not only that, gives us an opportunity to get better as we go along, and for that we appreciate it. Thank you very much, and we'll see you in the next one.